Our summers are spent bringing the young horses around to the different country shows. It really does help give them the confidence and the experience ahead of Dublin at the end of the summer, and one wouldn't exist without the other. My name is Tara Kinsella. I'm from Toberpatrick in County Wicklow. I live here on the home farm with my mum and dad. I'm a secondary school teacher in Wicklow. I teach agricultural science, biology and SEN. Then the evenings I come home to get my work gear on and go out and do the young horses. My mum grew up on a dairy enterprise down in Kilmuckridge, County Wexford. She never had a pony. She learned how to ride in a cow. Eventually she was allowed a pony, and she only ever had one pony, but she gave up her corporation job when she was in her 20s, and she went to work for Berta Allen, where she rode out in Ballywater for 5 years. My grandfather, Tara Kinsella, who grew up here, was a founder of the Shillelagh Pony Club, and I suppose that's how my father got into the horses. It was in the 1960s they kept the hounds here. Dad became master of the Shillelagh Foxhounds then when I was quite young, and we spent many Saturdays going hunting with my dad. I started Pony Club when I was 7. Pony Club was actually being held here at the time, and then during the summers we used to do the mini muss and the different show jumping leagues such as the John Lenningham. And when I went to secondary school then I joined the inter-schools teams. I remember the day when I came home to Mum and I was telling her how much I really wanted to learn how to get a horse to ride in an outline, and it wasn't long after I went up to Red Cross to get my first lesson with Stephen Byrne in Cherry Lodge Stud. Every Wednesday after school for 5 o'clock I used to sleep the whole way up and the whole way back. When I got a little bit older and I knew a little bit more, I was keen to keep the ponies, to produce them on to a higher level myself. My first time riding in Dublin, I was 18 and it was the summer of my leaving cert. My sister Laura had taken a bad fall during the performance qualifier, but I got to ride the pony in the Connemara flat class in Dublin that year and he was third. That really gave me the appetite to get back there the following year, and I've been lucky enough to be there every year since. The following year I went on to win the sportsman's class in the middle to heavyweight, and he was reserve champion that evening. Among our success in Dublin, Drumree Dandy Man, who was in the stallion class in the Connemaras, went on the following year to qualify for Hoys. A Saggart Divine, who I had in the show hunter, went on to qualify for Hoys only this year with her new rider. And the two homebreds, Toberpatrick Patience won Dublin in 2025 in the Working Hunters, and Toberpatrick Boss won the Cob class in Dublin and went on to qualify for Hoys the following year, where he was third in the Cob class. My other passion in life is running. I get up and run 10k before school. And I've completed Dublin City Marathon 3 times now, my most recent time being 3 hours and 28 minutes. I started side saddle back in 2018. During the winter I had attended a hunt where Ani Dag, a close friend of mine, was riding side saddle. That same year I bought a side saddle off Jill Spring, and not long after I went hunting myself in the side saddle on a horse belonged to my father. I've been lucky enough to qualify for the ladies side saddle in Dublin 3 times. My first time trying to qualify for the class was back in 2019 with Flash, a very special horse, and I happened to win the qualifier that day in a very strong class, so it was a great day. My mum and myself go to Clifton 3 to 4 times a year. Every year we buy 6 or 7 Connemaras. We break them typically before Christmas time, and then in the new year we aim to get them out to a crowd, bring them to a few small shows early spring, with the end result to be sell them at the end of the year. It's Christmas week and the dream has already started again for next year. We have 5 that we're aiming for Dublin Horse Show 2026. 2 young Connemara's for the 4 and 5 year olds. Phoenix, who is a half brother to Drumree Dandy Man, who we also bought off Isabella Leonard in Clifton, who bred Dandy as well. And we also have Nisha, a grey Connemara for the 4 and 5 year old class next year too. Ard Gaineen Boyd, a Connemara that we bought in Clifton as a 3-year-old, qualified for Dublin the last 2 years for the 4 and 5 year old Connemara class, and next year he steps up to compete with the bigger boys. I also have a 3-year-old financial reward horse that I bought in Gore's Bridge during the summer, and I hope to aim her towards a small riding horse, but Mum thinks it's more of a small hunter at the minute. And Flash, the side saddle horse, is much more than a horse to me. He's already made many of my dreams come true, but I think it's every girl's dream to win the ladies' side saddle in Dublin, and I just really hope we get another chance back in that ring again. From the time we buy a horse and we decide that it's nice enough to go showing with, we spend the whole summer with the end game of Dublin. A photo out of Dublin really does add so much value to your horse after. A lot of thanks goes first and foremost to my mum and dad for helping me with the horses. Pippa Tegan, who's really brought on the horse in the flat with me. Elliot Reeves, who's been excellent in building my confidence with the young horses, and my partner Will, who helps me on a day-to-day basis with the horses. I think it's important to acknowledge for anyone looking in from the outside that feels it's unachievable to get to Dublin. I was once that girl that only dreamed of riding there, and just make it happen and get your photo.